Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
So the orchestra tunes, the patrons take their seats, the curtain is about to rise at the Theatre of Dreams once more. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Some really good ball movement. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this lad, Pau Kubarsi, is another defender schooled in the art of total football. I mean, the strength is part of the package for any centre-back.
Oh! He's got away with one there. Eric Garcia. And Rafinha. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's on it, can he get away? De Jong. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Now it's Xerxes. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Foot in. Ahmad. Still goalless. And it's Ugarte. And here's Anthony. Eric Garcia gets across to intercept that. Barcelona looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
That is good strength.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
He's shifting through the gears here. Could goal. And the finish! Goal! Barcelona! There is the breakthrough. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Number 10.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Passing is crisp and sharp. This looks promising. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Xerxes. Rashford.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Yamal. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. It's a good spell of possession, this. Now this could be a chance. And the shot! Good, strong hand by the keeper. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Decent enough try.
Anthony certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Balde. Rashford. In with the challenge. Rashford. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
And it's Rashford. And he's picked it up out wide. He's picked his way through. Valde puts, he rises! Now, who's going to be first to this?
This is the time you need that pace.
Anthony. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Garnacho. He is through here. Oh! He's got a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Eric Garcia. That's a little off target. Yamal. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Milan will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And the game has already resumed here.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Ugarte, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Yamal looking understandably energised after his goal. He's gone for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Lamine Yamal is offering a right smile there.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Ugarte, Zirkzee, Pau Kubasi promptly onto that, and that is that. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Law under intense pressure.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Yamal, and he's managed to get free. Driving through the middle. De Ligt did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Koundé. Eric Garcia. De Jong. And it's Rashford. And Rafinha. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, good spread. Chance here to counter. He's on it, can he get away? Anthony.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ahmad. Played towards the other side. Well, that is one way to stop him. Koundé. Kubasi. De Jong. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Eric Garcia. Now it's Ferran Torres. And Jamal. De Ligt. Ugarte. Milan looking to pass their way through. Rashford kept his eye on it, and he's there. Eric Garcia. And it's Koundé. Has a look and plays it forward. Law. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Anthony. Driving on and making good progress. Can he finish? Goal, Milan! And the comeback is complete. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Substitution for Milan, number 14.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Milan get themselves into the lead.
25.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Number 2.
Knocks it into space. Yamal looking to run onto it.
Substitution.
Lisandro Martinez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bruno Fernandes. Fired deep towards the back post. Tries to get it clear. And he's well positioned. Chance for a shot! Brilliant from Anthony! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely.
The goal scorer for Milan after 86 minutes is number 21, Anthony. Substitution for Milan, number 8.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Coming on the field.
2 up
is
and very little time
10,
left. Surely this is it.
Substitution.
Well, I think if they're going to have
progress.
any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Anthony picks it up out wide. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Fermin. De Jong. Now Casado. Played out to the right. He's found a way past.
Has been indicated.
Yamal. Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. Bergkamp. Højlund. Great ball if he can get there. That's that, the end. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is... So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. And as you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This guy, Sandro Tonali, was being touted as being one of Italy's greatest midfield talents. Remember the season he got a side promoted into the Italian top flight, 70.
And he's had a hit! And for a moment, time stood still. Manchester United with the corner, they're first. No way through, so chance! In he goes again! Taken back almost at once. Big chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Chiellini. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Could be danger here! And it's Tonali. Oh, he's been caught napping! Chance for a shot! Oh, he's done it! The goal to end it all! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They've produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. And as you can see, we've already started here.
This guy, Roberto Carlos, really is a unique player, Peter.
I don't think anyone would argue with that.
The pace, the power, the set pieces, the way he constantly surges forward.
And a fabulous urgency about everything he does.
That's exactly it.
Delivery from Danny Carvajal. Mohamed Salah gets flagged offside. Back into the middle. Tonali. Bruno Fernandes. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, looks a smashing ball. And we have our very first corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Well, that looks a decent ball. And the shot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Threads one in. Decent chance! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Tonali. Now it's Scholes. Gerrard. And it's Zanetti. Zanetti. And this is Hullet. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Scholes. And this is Drogba. And he's quick to snatch it back. Neatly clipped into space. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that has not gone well. Knocks it into space. Oh, what a chance! Oh, would you believe it? They willed it, and it happened! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, this fellow, Giorgio Chiellini...
It scores! Oh, would you believe it? They willed it, and it happened! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Of anybody who has found themselves a little lost today.
And with that, the end! And that is the beauty of it, and at the same time, the sheer cruelty of it.
That really was intense stuff, Peter. Just overwhelmed their opponents with their level of intensity and the high tempo of their play. Sure, the winners took many risks along the way, but they were rewarded very handsomely.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved.
Signore e signori, benvenuti a San Siro.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
So it's away we go then. And here's Okazaki. So what can they make of this? Cantwell. Looking, takes a shot! It's there! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Gol! Ha segnato al quinto minuto, numero 5.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Gusto. Now he's off and running. Lampard. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now this could be a chance. Nice bit of trickery. This looks promising. Chance, surely! And that is wildly off target. Cantwell. And he's being shifted off it. Lampard. That's really well manoeuvred. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And here's Okazaki. And it's Gusto. Gusto is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Nicely spread. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Blackburn look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners.
Terrific header! And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Blackburn are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And the finish! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Mohamed Salah deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Lampard. Looking for options for movement. Picked out brilliantly. Can he finish? He's got a goal! Just one goal in it now. Game on! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Milan get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Plays a sharp little ball here. Can he latch on to this? Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And reclaimed it in a trice.
Vardiol.
Tries to pass it through. And this is Bergkamp. In by Bergkamp. And he's heaved it away. Out for a throw. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. It's a throw-in. And he's forced to go back. Nicely aimed pass. Now that looks a decent ball. Shot a goal! And he hits the net! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter! You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
This has become one superb game of football.
Milan really will be annoyed. They failed to make anything of their lead, and it's so typical that this happens.
And he's there to clear it. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost... It's Bergkamp! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Effort. That's a half-decent try.
Van Dijk certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
That has ended up in no man's land. Cantwell. Lovely pass, but can he get there? A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Milan are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. So there was the first half.
Well, what an enjoyable first half. Just when you think a two-goal lead can be decisive, it's gone again, and I hope the goals keep coming.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. So once again, we're underway. Opts for safety. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Tonali producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Guardiola. Lampard, a player who needs no introduction. And the shot's on here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Rodri, pass somewhat off target.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's made its way to him. Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And here's Okazaki. And he welcomes it in. He is through here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Great vision. Cute ball. Now, how can he reach it? It's a promising position. Lampard, who's set up one goal so far. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, the quicker you cut out the service, the sooner you isolate his threat.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.314 spettatori.
Ball has bounced loose now. And it's Tonali. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's in a great position here. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. Okazaki. And this is Bergkamp. Bergkamp! Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Oh, can he get onto this? Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Blackburn can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Guardiol. And it's Tonali. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And here's Okazaki. And this is Mohamed Salah. Ah, such a clever touch. And it's Lampard. Blackburn looking to pass their way through. Rodri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Cantwell. Good ball, good take. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Tonali. Milan finding their passes. And this is Mohamed Salah. It's Salah! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And the keeper beats it away. In towards the back, climbs up big! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 9.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Cantwell. Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. And they've got a throw. Blackburn making another change here. So they were calling for him, and now they get him.
Well, it does have its detractors always, but Route 1 has certainly proven itself effective over the years.
Aims beyond the defence. And the cutback. He's having a shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Blackburn take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that...
Okazaki!
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Cleared away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pinches it off him. That's that, the end. Milan can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go totally. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We have already started here. And this is Bergkamp. And no, he's seen through all of that. Now it's Grealish. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think Jack Grealish will look to dominate the game from somewhere between central midfield and that left flank. He has a bias to that side, and he loves operating in that space. And sometimes he'll go on the outside, but generally he loves to go on that mazy run inside. And he'll either be fouled or he'll end up slipping somebody through.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Keane. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Armstrong picks it up out wide. Vardiol. Here's Rodri. Alexander-Arnold. Keane can get it clear. Armstrong. Nicely spread.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Van Dijk cuts it out. Tonali conjures time and space where few can. Everton deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Garner. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Grealish. Spread out to the left. Cross flung in towards the middle. Van Dijk tries to clear. Okazaki. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Bergkamp. Bergkamp There's alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Chance, surely! Goal, Milan! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini-milestone. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Number 14, Bruno Fernandes.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Now it's Okazaki.
And it's Alexander-Arnold.
Garner. And they're quick to get it back. And the finish! It's a goal! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Is number 22, Alexander-Arnold.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. Okazaki. Milan have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score.
Irubanam.
Grealish. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Grealish. And it's Salah. Rodri. And here's Okazaki. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's on it, can he get away? And this is Grealish. Grealish! Tonali pinged towards the front line. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Lovely, now then. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Armstrong just eases him off the ball. Bergkamp. It's Bergkamp! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
.3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that's another good win of the ball. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Milan absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Milan will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Milan looking to pass their way through. McNeil. And it's Armstrong. O'Brien. And here's McNeil. And it's Garner. And that has put paid to that. Bergkamp. AC Milan could counter here. And he plays one through. Okazaki! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. He won't be happy with that one. And he's managed to get free. Garner did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Grealish. And it's made its way to him. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's Bergkamp. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
The attendance for this match was 28,997.
Milan finding their passes. Can he get it through? Good ball, good take. That looks a good ball through. Shoots! We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Coming on the field is number 10. Substitutions taking place.
Erabunan, and this is Grealish. Pings in across. Dunk is there, and he can get that clear. Bergkamp is always looking to break lines. And that could set him on his way. He's picked his way. It's Bergkamp! Well, that is remarkable.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
Everton making another change here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Played out wide. Mikolenko. Now that's well seen too. Oh, easy pickings there. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He's gone forward. Vardiol. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Keane. And Garner. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Okazaki. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Distributed tidily. Oh, this looks sharp. Tonali wins the duel this time. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Armstrong. Tries to play it through. Chance! And he hits the net. They're back within reach. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Number 18. Grealish. 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 Substitution on the field.
sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Substitution.
Everton give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. And this is Bergkamp. He has found the way through. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. And that's and the shot! It's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? He's found the way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Mohamed Salah. Threads one in. Oh, good-looking ball. Dunk. Short changes him with that pass. Garner. Irubanam.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Great vision. Now it's Grealish. Lampard. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Oh, that's a very... And a chance! He scores! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substitution in progress.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch, and clearly so to... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing, certainly up for this one. And already we're underway here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also proved in recent times that he's a top-class finisher. Opposition defences are going to have to be wary about playing a high line, because there's nothing this guy relishes more than space to run into, and once he gets there, he's gone.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Okazaki. That has been slung wide. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Milan break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. Now it's Okazaki. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Turns back here. Ah, he's given it away. And he welcomes it in. And that's put paid to a promising move. First quarter of an hour gone. He's in space and looking for options. Ahead! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Lampard, very much a man of this moment. Lampard. Tonali. And it's Lampard. He's tried one! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Can he get on the end of this? Throw in. And it's Tonali. Lampard. He is just caressing the ball. It's Lampard! Now, who's going to be first to this? Crosses it in. He can get that clear. Pinches it off him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He won't be happy with that one. Lampard. Vardiol. Lampard. Here's a chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Tries to play it through. Rodri. And it's Lampard. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And he's being shifted off it. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Played out wide. Tonali. And it's Tonali. That's a good ball out wide. And they can counter here. It'll be a throw-in. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Tonali plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now it's Tonali. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And here's Mohamed Salah! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Milan in control at half-time, 2-0. And we are already promptly back underway. And this is Bergkamp. Spread out to the left. Lampard. Dunk. And it's Rodri. Gusto gets a cross in. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And it's Salah. Gusto. Now Tonali. Has a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Tonali actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Danger averted for now. Tonali.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
It's run loose here. Okazaki. The ball's gone astray. Rodri. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Shapes to shoot! Chooses to go back, and it's played in. And that has been knocked clear. He's going for goal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And they're quick to get it back. And it's played in here. And he's there to clear it. And reclaimed it in a trice.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 81.007 spettatori.
Gusto. Tonali. And it's Lampard. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And that has been clubbed away. Passing nice and neat. And it's Rodri. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's taking no chances there.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Short changes him with that pass. Gusto. Lovely feet. Shot at goal! Oh, another save.
Cambio di giocatori.
This is their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Lampard.
Not the most accurate pass. And it's Tonali. Kundal.
The message is clear, none shall pass. He's got away. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
Oh, the defence just...
Can he finish? And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 15.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Gusto. And he lines up a cross.
Cleared away.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And he's had a hit! Holland! That is brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. And they are pulling clear here. And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Milan find a position of real strength now.
Tries to pass it through. He's in a great position here.
And he'll shoot here! Goal! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Ha segnato all'82esimo minuto, numero 7.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
Milan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change.
And the pass is intercepted. Looking tidy in possession here. Haaland! Millwall needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Chance, surely! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Bergkamp has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 9.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Sostituito con il numero 14.
Oh, there's the clearance. Millwall have the chance to go the other way.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Haaland. Goes looking wide. Foot in.
Smallbone.
Haaland. Always onto this. It's Bergkamp! And it's That is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Milan grab a 3-goal lead. It's just... And that will be the final act. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Mohamed Salah claiming the man of the... Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Giorgio Chiellini, Jim. Now there is a defender who loves to defend.
Yeah, and he's a very capable one too. I mean, this guy is all about courage, physicality, athleticism, about as hard as they come. Although I personally like to see him paired up with some ball-playing defenders. His distribution is decent, but you want him to focus on the main task, which is defending, and that he loves.
Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition. and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
So that's got things underway. Milan looking to pass their way through. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Can he get onto this? Rijkaard. Shifted it to the flank. And here's Messi. Lovely bit of skill. Shot a goal! That's got him rattled. Beckham standing over it.
You start as you mean to go on, Peter. Make this a good one.
Header comes in! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Chiellini certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And this is Messi. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
And this is the Memphis Depay! It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Beckham did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Corinthians finding their passes. He's a sharp little ball here. Great ball if he can get there. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Neither side yet able to find the net. It's a pretty loose pass. Threads one in. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Beckham. Tonali. Messi. And Messi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. He's got tall. He'll want to be quick to recover this. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Chiellini calmly anticipates. Piqué is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice... Great chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's Memphis Depay. Spread it left. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Tonali. Maldini. Looking tidy in possession here. And there's the shot! Oh, he's been caught napping.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Gustavo Enrique. And he's hit it long. And it's Tonali. Passes coming off in quick succession here. There they go, hunting in packs. Now then, the ball's come loose. And here's Messi. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. He's found a way through. Piqué. Out to the left it goes. Ronaldo picks it up out wide. Maldini. Chiellini. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Beckham. Messi. Is there any support? Big chance! And he's quick to get it clear again. That's a super give and go. That has been slung wide. And the first 45 minutes are up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we reach the halfway point.
Milan really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
So they head in no further forward. The score hit. Good effort from distance. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Just eases him off the ball. Now the cross. And he was alert to it. More and more pressure on the ball here. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Milan finding their passes.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Passes coming off in quick succession here. It's a threatening ball. It's a loose ball. Gustavo Enrique. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And it's Beckham. Not the most accurate pass.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 28.599.
Now it's Memphis Depay. It's a good foot in there. Messi. Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He'll try to keep this alive. Maldini. Deep cross. It's a mighty effort! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Wriggles his way through. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Rijkaard is the... And he's had a hit! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he? I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench. And
He's gone for goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 20.
Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Now that looks a decent ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Beckham. Zanetti. Beckham. Milan looking to pass their way through. Now it's Tonali. Shoots! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Tonali clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Beckham. Chiellini. Looking for the run. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's had it taken off him.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Bergkamp. Real chance! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Bergkamp brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Extraordinarily, it is still goalless here. This was supposed to be a one-sided game. And it's Tonali. Oh, that is a good ball. Goes for a shot! Brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Time for a change in personnel.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7.
Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Looking for options for movement. Messi heading backwards. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
That's going in strongly.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. David Beckham! Another picture postcard goal! About as smooth as it gets. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
Numero 23.
A
true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Gustavo Enrique. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time.
Knocks it into space.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rijkaard. Now it's Messi.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Steaming, can he finish?
And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
And that's it. Milan can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Milan can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. You're able to enjoy with us here some great scenes at this arena by the river. There is no venue quite like this one. Giorgio Chiellini, Jim. Now there is a defender who loves to defend.
Yeah, and he's a very capable one too. I mean, this guy is all about courage, physicality, athleticism, about as hard as they come, although I personally like to see him paired up with some ball-playing defenders. His distribution is decent, but you want him to focus on the main task, which is defending, and that he loves. In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
There's the whistle. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Now it's Messi.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Maldini pings in across. Gabbia deals with that comfortably. Pavlovic. De Winter. And it's Loftus-Cheek. Ricci. Salmakers. Oh, that's a key interception. Tries to play it through. And he's there to get it away. Beckham. Out towards the flank. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Fulkrug. Nicely weighted ball. He's in a great position here. And he's straight offside. No goals as yet, but it has been pretty lively. Maldini. Now it's Messi. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Spread out to the left. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Piqué gets across to intercept that. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
It's a pretty loose pass. Maldini. And it's Tonali. Now it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Good ball, good take. Tonali conjures time and space where few can. Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an...
Oh, he's taken it. Played back in. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Beckham. Now Tonali. Rijkaard. He's going for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that's gone route one. Piqué spots it and intercepts. Loftus-Cheek. Ricci. Oh, there's a probing ball. Piqué is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And here's Messi. Messi is fouled. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Beckham! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Tonali. Messi tries to dink it through. And that has been cleared. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Up he goes! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's Rijkaard. Messi. Ricci. Pulisic. Now it's Fulkrug. Estupinian. And it's Saelemaekers. Fulkrug. Milan finding their passes. Rijkaard. Tonali. Now it's Messi. Now it's Tonali. Saelemaekers.
Teremos
Ricci.
minuto de acréscimo.
For Saelemaekers. Now it's Messi. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we reach the halfway point.
Milan ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we are back on the way.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And he's forced to go back.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
Estupinian.
Great defending, strong and determined. And now the breakaway. Now it's Messi. Davinta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pavlovic. Foot in. And it's Tonali. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Passing nice and neat. Chance for a shot! Danger averted for now. And he's been shifted off it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Pulisic. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Just about up to the hour now. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Now it's Loftus-Cheek. Tonali. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Pulisic engages and forces him off the ball. Davinta cuts it out. Loftus-Cheek. Tonali. He's having a go! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And he's quick to get it clear again. Great vision. Ricci. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Loftus-Cheek. Now it's Fulkrug. And it's Sailamakers. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Tonali. And he's had a hit! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Substituição no time do Milan.
This is their second corner of the game.
Sai para a entrada do jogador.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Pulisic. Well, nicely intercepted. Piqué has given away a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substituição no time do Milan. Camisa 7. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador. Camisa 22.
Gabia. Pavlovic.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Well, the ball's gone astray. Cristiano Ronaldo touches it back.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Looking to play him in. Now it's Bergkamp. And they can counter here. Can he get on the end of this? Played into space out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's Rijkaard. Messi! It's Luke, and it's come back out to him. Oh, it's in! And that might Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, and you're paying a visit to your net.
Segundo tempo pelo jogador, camisa 79.
Milan take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Well, played right into his path. Oh, shooting chance! Ricci. And that will be the final act. Milan have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. And as you can see, oh, what a mistake! Big chance! One-on-one! And he's on his way! And now the breakaway. Thinks about the shot. Berbat's great chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Davids goes short. Tonali deals with that comfortably. Can he finish? Oh, he's won it! The goal to end it all! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to inform you that CCTV is now in operation for your safety.
All over in a flash. Wow.
Well, the players didn't know what hit them.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford.
Chance for a shot! Oh, would you believe it? The most decisive of all goals!
Beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And there you have it. And that is the beauty of it, and at the same time, these... Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as
Hello,
both sides look to clear the first hurdle.
match.
Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And as you can see, we've already started here. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that...
It's Bergkamp! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Manchester United have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Looking for the run. That's been slipped through. Oh, he's been caught napping. This ended up in no man's land. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Palmer. Oh, there's a probing ball. Can he get it through? So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Foden. And that should get the job done. Now it's Palmer. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah is sporting a guilty look after that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And back to the goalkeeper. Pickford, dominant, commanding, a true colossus between the posts. Vardiol. Rodri. Vardiol. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Aimed beyond the defence.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Rodri does well to get it back.
Might want to be careful there.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. That ball looks a good one. Good read, needed to be.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Foden. Foden! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
They've got to be quick to recover this. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Now it's Palmer. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Knocks it into space. Bruno Fernandes showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, it's played in. Up he goes! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Approaching the half-hour mark. Mohamed Salah. Somewhat off target. Cute ball now. How can he reach it? And the flag has... Shoots! Business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to...
Shot a goal! Well, now it's a race. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And the pass is intercepted. A probing pass.
And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! And they're back in front. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish. And I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So big chance! We've got a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found a pocket.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry.
Oh, smashing! In he goes again!
And it's Bruno Fernandes.
Hazard.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Rodri promptly onto that,
And that is that.
and it's half-time here. Manchester United are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And we are back underway. Tonali gets a foot in here, and here's Palmer. Rodri kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bergkamp. Hazard. Scholes. Oh, good spread.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
It's a good foot in there. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Tries to play it through. Now, can they get him away? Great chance! He scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Szoboszlai pinches it off him. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Great vision. That is a great pick out. Dunk can get it clear. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Just about up to the hour now. Can he get on the end of this? Great ball if he can get there.
That's exactly what...
He's tried one! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Manchester United have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Coming on the field is number 5,
Van Dijk.
Joelinton.
Now it's Hazard. That is good alertness. Ball's played through. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Scholes. Robertson. And that is a little undercooked. Linton. Oh, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Scholes. Number 23, Berbatov. Coming on the field, number 22, Thomas Rashitsky. Number 18, Erling Haaland.
Robertson. Haaland. Oh, well played, well played. He can get that clear. Bruno Fernandes.
Vardiol. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Keeper's dealt with that.
Manchester United clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Haaland. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Szoboszlai cuts out the pass. Looking for options for movement. Nice looking ball. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Great ball, and he's in here. And he's heaved it away. And that's been won straight back. And he's intervened well there. Very nicely done. Good spot, that.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Passing nice and neat. Brzezinski. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Threads one in, played into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they're quick to get it back. Tries to pass it through. Nicely weighted ball. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Substitution on the field.
Well, fitness 14, and fatigue, the key factors 3, now as we head for Robertson. Extra time.
Coming on the field.
And we are already back underway.
Number 4, Vardiol. Substitutions.
That's been intercepted. Gusto. Looking to play him in. De Bruyne. Rodri. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, it's a great ball. It's Bergkamp! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Rodri. Coming on to replace him is number 41, Rice.
Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. This is their second corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. Fired deep towards the back post. He's a sharp little ball here. Ødegaard. Now it's Haaland.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He steps in, and that's the end of that. And no, that was never going to make it. That's a little off target. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Brzezinski. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that was vital.
There will be
Brzezinski,
added time.
the most accurate pass. Looking for the run. Now it's Linton. He's gone forward. That's it for the first period of extra time. Both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. That pass has been well intercepted. Linton lofted in, and he's there to clear it. Rodri, who does have an assist to his name. Goes for a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
De Bruyne, looking for options for movement. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lewis Skelly kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Good ball, good time to finish! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Szoboszlai. Azar. Oh, nicely intercepted. And he was quick to react. Brzezinski tries to play it through. Ooh, perfectly measured that. Chance! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And that will be the final act. Manchester United illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen...